All right, so today I'm heading out of my house and I'm gonna go shoot and I'm gonna take you guys with me. We're gonna go photograph a blacksmith and I'm gonna tell a little mini story. And the reason I'm doing this is because for my membership community, I gave them this assignment this month and I thought, you know what, I might as well put my money where my mouth is and go shoot it myself and show them examples, and I'll show you guys as well. So we're gonna spend a couple hours. We've got Jess, our intern here, filming me. I'll take my Leica M11 with me today. I've got my 51.4 Leica lens. I've got my, let's see, Voigtlander 75 on here. That might come in handy for a couple details. And I have my trusty 35. Now, I don't know what I'm gonna use mostly. I might use all of them. I might use just one of them, but I need to see the scene first. The assignment this month is for the students to actually tell a story about a small business. And for you guys out there, it's a great self-assignment. Find a small business, tell a little story, go back a couple days, start with just like a 1 hour session shooting them, and try to put together like a 5 to 10 picture story. So we're gonna head out, we're gonna go meet the blacksmith, I'm gonna try to get some portraits, some details, some everyday shots, and kind of bring you into their world and tell a little mini story. So let's get out of my house and let's go out in the streets of Hanoi. And it's a very crappy day today, so hopefully the sun comes out. But if not, we're still able to power through and get good pictures. All right, so we went to the blacksmith, and this is a good lesson. So they're not working, they don't seem into us photographing them, even though they agreed the other day. These things happen. Then we went for coffee, and there was like a cool scene of like these two tattooed bald guys without their shirts on. I got a shot of them, I thought it was pretty cool. I got greedy, so I took my little Sony compact out, I wanted a zoom shot, and they both flipped out. I get it, because it's a cafe and there's probably a lot of people photograph them without their permission. So I was being a little bit cheeky, a little bit sneaky. I got my shot and I gotta get out of there. Now maybe we're gonna pivot. I know my assignment to the class was to find a little store, but now I'm maybe gonna do some street photography and pivot. The sun's nice. This lady here behind me is really cute. I want a nice little shot of her. I think we could try a sneaky shot first, where you pretend like you're filming me here. And talking, and I'll pretend I'm talking to you, so you stand here and I'll shoot her. Yeah, so a little bit back, and then I'm just talking on the street to see, because it's just such a nice little scene, you know what I mean? It's just a nice little scene right there. See if I can just get her with, this might actually be one of the cooler pictures I've taken in a long time. She's very cute. You got the motorcycle, there's garlic hung up in the background. She's got her little bowl of, you never know in street photography, some people get really angry, it happens. Your best bet is to just not disturb people and walk away. In a perfect world, I would have liked to actually talk to her and get a portrait of her. I do sometimes look afterwards and I'll say, did I miss anything? Did I get the focus right? I did get the focus right. If I missed something, I might go back, but no need. I love this shot. All right, so watch shop has been around for generations. It's a family business, which I'm really into. I like watch movements, watch repair, clock repair. The light's not great in here, but it's still fun. It's still interesting. It's still the kind of assignment that I want my students to do. It's the kind of assignments I want anyone that wants to improve to do. So I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna look for the details about what they do. We talked to them a bit. We sat for tea. It's always good to you always want to rush in and take photos, but you need to talk to people and explain what you're doing and build up a relationship. Even in a few minutes, I'll try to get some detailed shots of the repairs, look for the tools, look for the things they use, look for some action. You know, the kid sitting here on his phone while the older generation is working on the watches and clocks. That's kind of cool to me. I'll probably get a portrait of the owner later on, but I like to do that towards the end because I want to build up a relationship. I want to understand the space. So the biggest challenge here will be light, but I'm going to look for mids, tights, wides, and just try to put together a little mini story. So, a friendly environment, if you establish it and put the effort in, it's so worth it because now I can relax. I don't have to worry about anyone being hostile. I can just photograph, and that's what I'm gonna do now. What will happen in shooting interior like this with photographers with bad light, you're gonna wanna shoot at 1.4 because you wanna open it up a little bit and have some separation. The problem with shooting at 1.4 in bad light in this is if you have a foreground, it can get quite blobby and muddled. So you have to sort of find that, you want to know what the foreground is if you're going to shoot through it. So if I'm going to shoot through a bunch of watches or straps, I want to shoot at 1.4, or you're going to want to shoot at 1.4, but no, open it up to maybe 5.6 so you get a little bit of context of what's in the foreground. I'll definitely shoot some shots at 1.4, but just finding that right balance here. The tough thing here for me is this is a great, if I knew I was doing this today, I would want a macro lens because there's amazing macro details with watch pieces and movements, but I don't have a macro lens with me, so we'll see what I can do. Or maybe I can take my little Sony out and shoot macro mode, we'll see. But yeah, light stuff in here. I want a portrait of the owner. He's got this fantastic jewelry on his hands. I'll have him wear an eye loop, show what he does. And I think that'll be sort of our hero shot here. But the details, yeah, great details, just bad light. I'm working it and looking to shoot through things and some reflections to see what I could find. All right, so little recap from today. I hope you guys enjoyed this fun episode. So started off, wanted to photograph a blacksmith. They weren't into it. Totally fine. We pivoted. Got yelled at by some bamboo guys. That was fine too. Pivoted. Got a nice shot of I really like my shot of the woman. I haven't looked closely, but the little portrait I took of her. We'll call it secretive portrait. But then went into a watch shop, watch/clock repair place, and that was great. That's where I got my little mini stories. For you guys doing this assignment at home as part of my community, or if you just want to do it on your own, small business shoot I call it, or just like a little day in the life of story, aim to get 5 good pictures, a nice detail shot, a nice wide shot, a sense of place. And so I'll try to put that together now. I think I got a cool portrait. I think I got a nice detail shot. Would have loved to have macro in that situation, but I didn't. Got some mids, tights. Every scene I'm trying to capture, I'm trying to get a tight, a mid, and a wide. And then I'm trying to really tell a little mini story. So I'll sequence them together, show you guys what I got. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you're interested in having these kind of assignments, join my membership community. If you're interested in my workshops, come to Vietnam, working with me. All those are available at askmott.com. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to have a wonderful day.